set to jump it up here at center court. And the tip is won by the Wildcats. About a month ago, Shelly Duchemin was involved in a car accident on campus, hit by a motor vehicle. She was driving a scooter. Driver didn't see her, so she really got into basketball action just earlier this week. Whistle on the drive, and that will send Denia Trammell to the free throw line.
Well, this is one of the goals that Becky Burke said. She wanted her team to start off and get to the free throw line a lot. And this is a freshman, and I like it. I like the way they started.
Denia Trammell, the true freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, Winton Woods High School. Now, she had been recruited by Becky Burke to play at Buffalo, and then Becky got the job in Arizona, and the two had a couple of really good conversations about, hey, we're interested in each other, let's see how it goes. She splits a pair. And so Deed said once Becky called again, she happened to be on her visit to Bowling Green on the final day, ready to commit there. And then Becky said, no, come on into the desert.
Well, and I don't think that's a hard choice. I mean, playing in a Power Four, who's been in the NCAA tournament numerous times and having a chance. And here you're starting as a freshman. You got to like a lot of things, just like that tip and going the other way here for Arizona. Very good defense. They really, that's one of Becky Burke's hallmarks, is her defense. And we'll see how they do here.
Samaya Sugapong creating the turnover. Off the window is Cornfield.
Hey, I like that move by Lonnie Cornfield. We're going to see her a lot in a lot of different parts of the game.
Seneca Hackley giving up the basketball. There's Duchemin. Player falls to the floor and a whistle blows.
That was on Ladwig, the freshman, extending her arm on defense and call for the foul.
Molly Ladwig picking up her first personal foul. She scored a couple of points in the exhibition loss to West Texas A&M. Duchemin off the bounce, way off on the floater. Thought she got fouled, didn't get the whistle, and here come the Wildcats. Taking a look at your Cats starting five: Cornfield, Sugapong, Ladwig, Maria Gerardo, and Trammell.
I like that shot, though, by Samaya Sugapong. She's a smart player, the transfer from UC San Diego.
That three is good. Nothing but net from Taylor Swanson.
Yeah, freshman from Thousand Oaks, California. She looked very comfortable shooting that three.
Just like that, we're tied early here in Tucson. Cornfield directing traffic. This is an Arizona program that has made it to 11 NCAA tournaments. Would love to get back again this year. Sugapong trying to work baseline. Ball gets poked out of bounds. 6 seconds on the shot clock.
And this is a really nice shot here by Swanson. Great rotation on the ball and a pretty swish.
She grew up less than 100 miles from UCR in Thousand Oaks, California. New player in for the Wildcats. You're looking at number 0, Michaela Purdue. She goes by Mickey, and boy, she can shoot that thing. Horizon Player of the Year last season at Cleveland State, averaging 20 points a game. Off the mark is Cornfield. Terrific defense by the Highlanders, and they are pushing pace. All alone in the lane. Oh, nice take by Aaliyah Stanton.
Yeah, the Highlanders got down court very quickly.
MJ denied by Duchemin.
Nice block there by the defense of the Highlanders.
Riverside upper bucket with the basketball.
Yeah, Arizona's trying to do a more of a contained defense within the three-point line.
Shot clock into single digits. Bria Shine calling for the basketball on the mismatch, and Cornfield picks up the personal for a little hip check.
And that's another foul here. This is a direct drive, and actually they could have called a foul there. They didn't. But you do not like direct drives, and there's a nice block there by Duchemin.
So ball out of bounds on the side for the Highlanders with a fresh shot clock at 20. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. Duchemin trying to shake MJ, the defender. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with UC Riverside. Tremendous defensive effort there by the freshman from Spain, Joan.
I like her. They call her MJ, and MJ plays on the Spanish national team, the U18 team, and a really smart player.
Came from the same club as Elena Puello.
Yeah,
and Wildcats fans familiar with her. Shine tried to poke it inside. Good defense by the Wildcats as Kehlani Polt couldn't hang on to the basketball.
So right now the Highlanders look like they're doing a lot more backdoor cuts than they did on Monday. And right now Arizona is doing a good job denying that. Arizona just needs to get more offense going.
Coach Langston is all about the 3 C's: committed, competitive, and connected. They talked about that a lot at shoot-around today, and you can see it on the defensive end of the floor, Joan. Everybody's talking to each other and filling those gaps.
They are. I like that shot by Becky Burke. She was wide open. She missed it, but it was a nice attempt.
Coach Langston in his 3rd season at UC Davis. New player in for the Wildcats is number 13, Nora Francois. She's a 5th-year transfer from New Orleans. What makes her special, Joan?
Oh, she can be a double-double. In fact, she's even had a triple-double at one of her previous schools. Here's that back door again. Good defense.
Sugapong there to play defensive back and pick off the pass. MJ giving it up to Cornfield. And Lanio set up the offense. MJ turning the corner, running right into defenders, dumping it to Francois outside. Purdue thought about the 3, resets. Inside to Francois, spinning, doesn't get the roll off the glass.
Again, they're right there. I mean, that was a nice move and just couldn't get the finish.
Corner 3, Stanton, no. Battle for the rebound, MJ comes out of the crowd. Purdue waiting for teammates in white to join the party.
Yeah, Arizona doesn't really push pace as much as they have in previous years. That's another miss by Purdue, but it was still a good shot.
Stanton with a head of steam. Long triple try is true. Okay, Maya Chicano, we see you.
And from Toronto, that looked pretty well out there, too. That was a nice shot. And again, we'll show it again, but that was a 5-out on offense. So all 5 players were beyond the 3-point line, which spreads out the Wildcat defense.
Chicano made 16 3-point shots all last season. She's already got 2 this season. Cornfield trying to shake the D, finding Sugapong on the drive. Samea leaves it short, but will shoot some free throws when we come back. In just a second, we'll meet the 3rd member of our
lined up on bar stools, fielded questions from the crowd, and in their answers, we really got a taste of their personality and the connections that they're forming with each other. For example, they were asked, what do you guys like to do for fun outside of here? The answer, karaoke, and it was the freshman, Denia Trammell, who didn't just sing for us, she performed. Lots of big personalities on this team.
Absolutely love to hear about that, Mac. Thanks so much. As Sugapong was able to hit a pair of free throws and pull the Wildcats within 1 possession.
They needed that. They need to get back on the scoreboard. Get set, and probably, this was a TV timeout for Becky Burke to talk to the team. Great defense there by Sugapong.
Sugapong already with a couple of steals.
Her basketball IQ is off the charts. She just feels the game, knows what to do.
Arado giving it up to Cornfield, down low. Francois doesn't get the roll.
That was a good shot, though. Good attempt.
UC Riverside trying to push pace. Kayla Minshaw locked up, had to give it up.
Better defense here by the Wildcats.
Shot clock into single digits. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Somebody's got to get it up. And that is a shot clock violation.
Well, that's how you play defense in 5 out. They contained and did not let the Highlanders put the ball on the deck and get to the basket.
Denia Trammell checking back into the game as Francois will take a seat. Ball out of bounds on the side for the Wildcats. Becky Burke calling out the play she wants to see. And Joan, we were at Wildcats practice yesterday. We saw them drill that shot clock and get rewarded with extra water time, extra rest if they could create a shot clock violation. There goes.
Well, there you go. Really nice shot by Lonnie Cornfield. Nice pull-up jumper. She's more mid-range jumper and finishing at the hoop.
Riverside with ball security issues, 4 straight turnovers, and now Cornfield picking up her 2nd personal foul. That could be big, Joan.
Yeah, that's a good, excuse me, that's her first foul. That's her first foul. Yeah, she allowed her player to cut in front of her.
So Cornfield with 1, Sukapong with 1, and it was Molly Ladwig picking up the other personal.
Yeah, Cameron Kitchen just came in the ball game. Another almost steal there by Sugapong. Just quick hands, just anticipates, reads the defense, and reads the offense very well.
Cameron Kitchen, a transfer from Virginia where she was a redshirt last season.
So she's a true freshman. I mean, she has 4 years. I like her. I mean, I just think she needs game experience. She redshirted and then had a foot injury, so she just needs to play. She has really good quickness, good size.
Long 3 on the way, too strong, and the loose ball off the glass winds up with Samea. Sugapong, turnaround jumper, Hoop wouldn't have it.
Yeah, that was a tough one, tough attempt. Good defense. Oh, I thought that was good defense there.
Our officiating crew did not agree.
Yeah, did not agree. So let's take a look. Well, maybe with the body by Trammell. Yeah, I think that's, they gave it to 33, didn't they? Or,
yes.
Yeah.
So foul number 1. Our officiating crew led by Kenneth Nash, Jeff Wooten, and Amy Croman-Hook. Not to be confused with her sister, Julie Croman-Hook, who is also an official. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Scoring drought approaching 3 minutes for the Highlanders. On the drive, up and in. Stanton again, Joan.
Well, that's what we call a direct drive, and went right by Kitchen for the basket. You're not going to have help there when they're in a 5-out, particularly at the top.
Arizona looking for a little offense, just 1 field goal in their last 10 attempts. MJ swinging it, and it will be Trammell with an and 1 opportunity.
I think she heard you, Cindy, because Arizona needed to get on the scoreboard again. A really nice pass by MJ Jurado, and good finish by Trammell.
For Arizona, number 33, Denia Trammell at the line.
So Trammell steps to the free throw line. She credits her high school coach, Carlton Gray, for putting her in a position to have the confidence to play at the Power 4 level. And if the name Gray sounds familiar, that's because he is Chance Gray's dad. Remember the superstar at Oregon who is now at Ohio State. So he knows a little something about putting a basketball in a young woman's hand and giving her confidence to shoot it.
And what an opportunity here. Another layup, and so
Stanton is just a one-woman wrecking crew.
Well, and they've got to do something because you got to contain your player. There is no help when you're at 5 out at the top. So you've got to contain your player and keep them in front of you.
Stanton responsible for half of the UC Riverside points. She's got 6, and the lead is 2. The long 3 on the way for Purdue, in and out, and Swanson hauls in the rebound. And again, UCR pushing pace. Stanton will bring it out and reset. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter of play. Both of these teams looking for win number 1 on the new season. Swanson swinging it to Shine. Tried to get the ball inside. Good defense by MJ.
Much better defense, better containment defense. So we call it jump to the ball. So when the ball moves from one side to the other, literally you have to jump, and that's what Gerardo did there.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Shine. Little miscommunication between her and Stanton results in another turnover for UCR.
Cornfield's coming back in, giving her buddy
Samea a little bit of a blow. So Purdue will inbound. 2-for-1 opportunity if Arizona hurries up. They are down by a deuce. Cornfield off the bounce. That'll work.
That mid-range jumper, that high ball screen for that jumper, and Cornfield looks good.
Tied at a dozen. Shot clock and game clock almost identical. Shine wanted to get it to Swanson, but Swanson wasn't quite ready to receive the basketball, so the shot clock is now off. 20 seconds to go in the quarter, and we'll get our first look at Achol Magat. 6'7" center, the sophomore transfer from Texas Tech.
So this tells me what Becky Burke is doing. This is a situation, 20 seconds left. They're going to hold for one shot and look for the ball to go into Magat on a called play.
Eight seconds to go. Magat earns a personal foul call. Things getting a little chippy. Magat's like, I just got here. I can't be a part of the problem. Big smile on her face.
Okay, let's see what happened here. Yeah, I think she, they may have a got for displacing her.
A conversation between our officiating crew. And that is led by Kenneth Nash, Jeff Wooten, and Amy Kromenhoek.
Okay.
So testiness afterwards is what the officiating crew is looking for, and here's why. Points of emphasis for officiating this season: freedom of movement, post-play, and sportsmanship, and 2 out of 3 of those tenets are in play here, Joan.
Yeah, it might be on both. I don't know. You know, I think particularly early in the season, Cindy, is that the officials really are tighter on what they do. So they might call fouls on both players.
Again, freedom of movement, post-play, and sportsmanship. Points of officiating emphasis as everybody is about to drive to the desert. This is game 1 for both of these teams this season, and we're all looking forward to the women's Final Four being 2 hours up the road in Phoenix come the first week in April, Joan.
I can't wait. I'm excited about that. But I'm also interested on what call they're going to have right here.
It's a smorgasbord. That's what Jeff Wooten said. We've got a couple of opportunities to look at 2 different things.
Yeah.
Because there was a little shove.
There was a shove by one of the Riverside players.
Minshall. And so,
yeah,
Shine hits the deck. She's not happy about that. And the review continues. UC Riverside lost to Central Baptist on Monday. What kind of advantage does it give the Highlanders to have already played a game, Joan? There was a turnover by Shine. Nothing has been posted by our official scorer yet. as our officiating crew continues to discuss. At issue, the push and shove between Magat and Shine, and then the push in the back by Minshaw as well.
Film doesn't lie.
It does not.
No.
Minshaw cannot deny that. And in her defense, she was probably just trying to get the opposition off of her player so she could help her up.
She was protecting her teammate.
Jeff Wooten is going to let Joan know what is happening. Common foul on Bria Shine, incidental contact the rest of the way.
So that's the 4th team foul for Riverside, so no free throws for Arizona.
After review, it has been determined it is a common foul on UC Riverside's number 41, Bria Shine, her 2nd personal.
So Shine picking up her 2nd personal. That could prove big here in Tucson. Ball out of bounds underneath for Arizona. 4.7 on the clock here in the first quarter. It'll be Cornfield inbounding. She gets it to Purdue. Purdue, baseline. Runs right over Stanton and gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, was positive, energetic, and that's how she is all the time.
UCR with the basketball to start the second quarter, down 2. It is number 2, Seneca Hackley, leaving the shot short. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with UCR.
Yeah, Arizona needs to do a better job of containing the drive because they're allowing too many attempts at the basket on direct, we call them direct drives.
Got to get it in. They do. Duchemin is there. Highlanders can tie or take the lead on this possession. Duchemin off the bounce, pretty.
That was a mismatch. Lonnie Cornfield guarding Duchemin at the top of the circle on a switch.
Duchemin, the leading scorer last season for the Highlanders as she returns, the only player to average double figures. And it is Duchemin coming up with the loose basketball. First turnover of the day for the Wildcats. Swanson off the mark from deep, battle for the rebound, and they will ticket Stanton with her hands in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
Let's kick it over to Mac. Mackenzie, what do you have?
Yeah, Sydney, I caught up with the Arizona staff at that break, and the adjustments that they need to make this quarter are they need to jump to the basketball. They said that'll help with defending the layups, and then most importantly, they need to defend the post. All things, Joan, you've been touching on. Guys.
Yeah.
It's like you know something about coaching, Joan.
Just a bit on jumping to the ball when the ball gets moved, but really containing your player in front of you and no more direct drives to the basket. And right now the Highlanders are in a zone, and Arizona needs to show that they can shoot the jumper, which they haven't. A little bit from Cornfield. They need to get some points from their posts, which they don't have right now.
UC Riverside has this game tonight. They don't play again till November 14th when they finally get to play at home against St. Mary's. Duchemin lost the handle, gets it back. Jumper off the mark. Nice rebound by Francois.
Good rebound and good kick up.
MJ trying to push pace, and she gets whistled for the offensive foul as bodies fly.
That was the first time Arizona really kicked it up in transition, and the freshman unfortunately got called for the charge, and that is a good call.
Seneca Hackley, the grad, standing tall in there. She's only 5'8", which means she's probably only 5'6", right? When they list, it's always a little bit taller.
Yeah, and she took one there for the team.
So tied at 14, 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play.
So Arizona switching on all these perimeter screens. That's a good block by Francois.
And that was one of the things that Becky Burke told us about Francois. She can defend 1 through 5.
Yeah, she moves her feet really well. Nice block.
Ball out of bounds underneath for the Highlanders. Up top to Duchemin. who's also a talented musician. On Instagram, she goes by her music name 5 Helly.
You got all the stuff here, Cindy.
You, man, if kid's got a cool story, I want to tell it. That 3 ball is off the mark, but a weak side rebound. Big O-board, and then Francois creating another turnover. Battle for the loose ball. Jump ball is called, and the possession arrow is pointing at the Cats.
I like the hustle here. Good hands again by Francois. And you know what? Get on the deck and get the basketball. We call those the 50-50 balls, and it's going the Wildcat way.
So the turnovers continue to pile up for UCR. Inside to Francois. Nice cut to the rim by MJ. Gerardo could not finish.
That was a nice pass, and just couldn't finish by Gerardo.
Duchemin alert to the basketball at the last possible nanosecond. New player in is Geneva Sila, number 30 for UCR. Stanton, little hezzy, pulls it back out. Shot clock getting skinny. Stanton, long 3, A lot of white shirts there to rebound. That'll make Coach Burke happy. Purdue, push and pace. Skip pass over to Cornfield. Sugapong. Over to Francois, back out to Cornfield, 3 on the way. That misses everything. Easiest rebound Duchemin is going to run into tonight.
It is. Arizona's got to hit some perimeter jumpers. Their ball movement is good. They just need to knock down some shots.
Duchemin lost the handle. Ball goes out of bounds. She wanted a whistle, didn't get it, and it will be another UCR turn.
UCR hasn't scored in over almost 3 minutes now. Arizona needs to get a bucket here. This game has been tied for a little bit.
6 minutes to go in the second quarter, and they're going to ticket Francois for parking in the paint. 3-second call.
Yeah, those are the kind of turnovers you don't like as a coach, because, you know, nothing happened. You've got to know where your feet are.
Coach Langston in his 3rd season at UCR, looking for his team to find its offensive rhythm. They scored nearly 60 points, he says, in their Game 1 loss, and he says he'd like to see them average in the high 60s. That 3-pointer would not fall for Hackley. Another opportunity for the Wildcats. Here comes Cornfield. And that's a turnover, number 2 on the day for Arizona. Stanton at the rim, earns a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, tough turnover, and going at the basket, foul on Gerardo. Yeah, you got to fake a pass to make a pass. And definitely a foul on Gerardo.
Stanton had 6 points in the loss Monday. And she's already equaled that tonight, can add to that total here at the free throw line. Last season, she shot 70% from the stripe. She gets the first one to go. Stanton, the transfer from Cal State Fullerton, led the Titans in scoring, averaging better than 14 points a game. And Joan, I know you like it when a player gives themselves the green light.
Well, she has the green light. Yeah, she has a scorer's mentality. I mean, she's not tall, but she has a big heart, and she could put the ball in the hole.
We're familiar with players like that. You recall Erin McDonald. She's coming back to campus on November 21st. Get your tickets now as Francois is ready to connect.
That was a big basket. Arizona needed that, and the first points by a post here in this game.
Under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. That 3 off the mark by Kaylani Polk. Coach Langston told us he wants his team to attempt at least 22 triples, hoping they'll make 7.
I like the aggressiveness there of Purdue. That was a good drive and getting back to the free throw line.
So Mickey Purdue will shoot some free throws when we come back to Tucson. It's Arizona up by 1.
college season, but the development didn't stop there for Samaya, because she was also invited to attend the Jeremy Lin camp, in which she told me, yes, the training was so fun, but what she really enjoyed was getting to pelt him with questions. She said he had so much great advice in terms of the mental side of the game. Guys.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mac. And we all remember Linsanity. What a great mind to be able to talk basketball IQ with at a high level.
Well, and getting the opportunity to travel and represent and learn from players from all over the world, that's how you improve as a player.
Duchemin couldn't connect in close. Good defense by MJ. And Arizona goes back to work on the offensive end. Dorado off the mark on the 3-ball, but it doesn't matter because UCR could not hang on to the easy rebound.
You know, that was a nice shot by Gerardo, wide open for the 3, and had 3 players on the Highlanders just couldn't grab it. And another opportunity here for the Wildcats.
4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Arizona looking for its first win in its first regular season game on the season. UCR would like to equalize. Sugapong off the mark, and that will be UCR basketball.
You know, Arizona's getting open shots. They're just not knocking them down. And right now, Highlanders, though, haven't scored. It's going on almost 5.5 minutes. They're settling for jumpers. And this is one of the reasons they struggled on Monday against California Baptist.
And this 5-out offense is new for Coach Langston this season.
Well, here we go.
He is good. They must have heard you, Joan, as Maya Chicano connects, one of the captains on the team. She and Seneca Hackley.
Well, she shot that in rhythm. And they definitely needed that jumper.
We're tied at 18. Sugapong back to Purdue. Off the bounce. Denied. Terrific defense by UCR. Battle for the loose ball. And Shine comes out of the pack.
And that was definitely a pack. Everyone was around that basketball.
Stanton said, give me the ball. I may only be 5'3", but I know what to do with it. And that is a 10-second violation.
And you don't see that very often. I don't think she had any idea how many seconds had ticked off that 30-second clock.
Just lets you know how the Wildcat defense has UCR thinking about what they're trying to execute offensively. Francois lost the tie that was holding her hair up, so no more ponytail for Francois. Purdue for 3. Easy rebound for Kelani Polk. She'll push pace.
A good defense here by the Wildcats already.
Minshaw waiting for somebody to move without the basketball. Shine wasn't ready for the rock, and it's yet another turnover. Now into double digits for the Highlanders. I know that'll be a point of emphasis for Coach Langston at halftime.
Absolutely.
Tied at 18. Inside to Francois. Didn't get the roll.
Yeah, good pass inside by Cornfield, and Francois just couldn't finish, and there's a second foul on Cornfield, you know, about 40 feet from the basket. So got to be really smart, because they can't, Arizona really can't afford to have her off the floor much at all.
We get our first look at Molly Ladwig, number 5, the 5'9" guard. And Addie Adebanjo, the freshman forward. She reclassified as a freshman. Look for her to block some shots.
She's originally from Nigeria, but played a year in Japan.
Shine's not going to miss from there.
That was a nice pass and good basket. You know, Highlanders have been trying so many jumpers. Finally, they get a good look at the basket.
They're up 20 to 18. And it is Purdue with a quick answer.
Really quick answer, and a nice layup there.
Under 2 minutes to go before the half. Minshall kicking it over to Polk. That three is good. I tell you what, Chicano can shoot that thing.
She can. That was a really nice jumper. They've had some nice threes shooting that in rhythm.
UCR 4 for 11 from range. Arizona 0 for 5 from deep. Purdue for 3. You betcha!
That's the first 3 of the game for Arizona, and Purdue is heating up, and you can see why she scored so many points at her previous School Player of the Year. Nice steal. Purdue on 1.
Leaving it to Sugapong, who smokes it. You know Samea would love that back.
She would.
Tied at 23. 2 for 1 opportunity here for UCR if they want to take it. Off the bounce. 2 defenders, whistle blows, and it is an offensive foul as Polk picks up the personal.
Good help there for defense. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think Purdue got that.
She's doing everything.
She is doing everything, and you know what? They need her to step up. She's getting confident. Becky was the Horizon League Player of the Year. She's had a career high. We're talking about number 0 for Arizona, Mickey Purdue. So she can put up some baskets here.
She and Chicano both have 9 points to lead their respective teams. Part of the reason why we're tied at 23. Shot clock getting low. A whistle away from the basketball, and they're going to ticket Addie Atabanjo for the offensive foul.
That's a freshman. I mean, she's trying so hard.
Quickly off the bench, Nora Francois checking in for Atabanjo. Shot clock is off, 10 seconds to go before the half.
No shot.
No shot. Chicano slow to get up.
I think it was a charge, or maybe they're looking at it, I don't know.
Another huddle for our officiating crew.
Okay. I think she's going to call that on number 3, Sugapong.
Kenneth Nash, Jeff Wooten, and Amy Fromenhoek having another discussion. Jeff Wooten will walk to the table and tell Joan what is up.
Okay.
So the 3 was good, and now they're looking to see if the 3 happened before the personal foul.
Yep. None of it's good for Arizona. It's good for the Highlanders. Yeah, so they want to see if the foul happened before the shot.
Right. So here's the play. Great overhead view by our crew.
I don't think so. I think the foul was there before she shot it. So, but either way, if they don't count the 3, then I think number 8, which is Stanton, will be on the free throw line for Riverside.
So another official review, our second one of this half. We had 1 in the first quarter, now 1 in the second quarter. And a reminder, the points of emphasis for the officials all across Division I women's basketball this season: freedom of movement, post play, and sportsmanship. So this was definitely check the box for freedom of movement.
Definitely freedom of movement. And again, because it's early in the season and the officials just had all this talked about and pointed out to them, and they needed freedom of movement in that case. You can see it, it's actually on the big screen here in McHale Center.
Here's another look.
Yeah, knocking her down there. And I believe that would be, if Sugapong is called for that foul, that would be her second.
So your 2 ball handlers Cornfield, potentially Sugapong, with 2 personals heading into the half.
That's something definitely to talk about.
Becky Burke waiting patiently for what the official decision is as Jeff Luton comes over to talk to us.
Common foul there by Sugapong. It happened before that 3-point shot that was made, but so it doesn't count. But there will be free throws here for the Highlanders.
Arizona in the penalty, and that is why free throws will come for UCR Stanton. Stanton doing yeoman's work. She's got 7 points. Chicano's got 9 to lead UCR.
After review, the foul is on the screen there. It's on white 3, and it's prior to the shot. We're going to shoot bonus on this play.
So free throws coming for Stanton. Oh, check that.
Oh, it wasn't Stanton.
It was Chicano.
Chicano, okay.
Number 9, Leah Chicano at the line, shooting 2.
And she is a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line this season. She made a couple in Monday night's loss. Beautiful form, and UCR has the 2-point lead.
Her favorite WNBA player is Sophie Cunningham.
Oh, there you go. Good if it goes, and it just missed. Sugapong unable to connect, so it is UC Riverside with the lead at the half. 25
will come in their passing.
Thanks so much, Mac. Appreciate that. 13 turnovers for UCR in the first half that resulted in 8 Arizona points. Shot clock getting low, and there's a splash from Shelly Duchemin.
Okay, there's Duchemin showing her leadership. And actually, that was good defense by Arizona, getting the shot clock down low. They just couldn't capitalize on it.
Corner 3 by MJ is wet.
And I believe that's her first basket as an Arizona Wildcat, and much needed. We got a 1-point game here.
So it's UCR on top, 27-26. Teams seem to be a little more familiar with one another, coming out with a little more intensity here in half number 2. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Swanson almost lost the handle. Gets it back to Stanton. Stanton driving and hitting an easy lay-in.
Yeah, so this would happen when you reach. I say you reach, I teach, and she taught them by getting a wide-open layup. And that's a direct drive layup, going for the steal and missing.
Aaliyah Stanton has 9 points. Chicano leading all scorers with 11. Inside, spinning and getting the roll is Trammell. Let's see you, Denaya.
That's another freshman. And knowing the rims here in McHale, she got that bounce.
Whistle away from the basketball.
And here's a nice jumper here by Gerardo. The lefty knocking it down. And there's your bench firing up, and here's Denaya Trammell. And here bouncing around that rim and knocking it down.
Cornfield almost had a steal off the inbounds, but it'll go back to UCR. Checking back in, freshman Molly Ladwig, number 5, as Gerardo will take a seat.
I think Becky Burke took her out to talk about defense because they need that scoring from her from the perimeter. We're talking about Gerardo here.
So Stanton keeps her dribble, trying to take advantage of the freshman, kicks it, Shine, baseline jumper, too strong, no weak side rebounding, and Seneca Hackley says thank you very much.
Okay, that should not happen. Someone really had a mistake here. And big basket.
From 3. Mickey is into double figures comfortably, and just like that, Brad Langston needs time. We are tied at 31. I see you, Michaela Purdue. Splish, splash for
3. Purdue is lighting it up. She's the first player this season in double figures here for the Wildcats. And we're seeing more offense right now. Oh, great hustle here by Cornfield and a turnover.
So backcourt violation, another turnover for UCR.
Look at that hustle here by Cornfield. Getting down on the deck. And we got another timeout, but boy, they need her. And this is what fires you up. Arizona needs this run right now.
Tied at 31. Along with Jenna Knutson, just a lot of smart, high IQ folks now running this show, Joan.
Yeah, and I know, obviously, Julie Hairgrell very well. Big three again.
Purdue is on a heater. Purdue's got 15 points. Nearly half of what Arizona has put up offensively tonight, Joan.
Well, excellent assist, just fired up. She is confident and poised. Big shot. That was a foul on Cornfield, going for a reach and a steal.
So Cornfield now with 3 personal fouls. She's got to be careful the rest of the way. Credit James Hewing for the scout for today's game for the Wildcats. Ludwig coming up with the basketball. Another turnover for UCR. Purdue for 3. Fans really wanted that one to go in. They were ready to blow the top off this joint.
But I like the fact, 2 things. I like that Arizona's looking for her, and number 2, that she's looking for herself.
We've had 6 lead changes. We've been tied 8 times. Right now, Arizona on top, 34-31. Thanks to the sharp shooting of Purdue. 3 of 7 from distance. She's got 15 points to lead all scorers. Ludwig picks up the personal foul and will head to the bench, replaced by Samaya Sugapong. Off the bounce, Stanton.
That was a nice basket by Stanton. She's the transfer from Cal State Fullerton.
Just a 1-point edge for Arizona. Stanton having a day at the office. Down low deep is Danaya, and she connects. Nice job by Trammell.
You know what I really like about the freshman? She really used her body and posted up well, and her teammates gave her the ball.
Too strong on the 3 was Hackley. Another opportunity for the Cats. Sugapong denied by Duchemin. What a block.
That was a volleyball block.
Corner 3. No, Duchemin there for the O-board, smokes it. Rebound, putback, basketball ends up with Sugapong. She's looking for white jerseys. Samaya pulls it back out. 5.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
They need to tell Trammell, get back on the block and post up.
Sugapong, triple try. Rattles home.
Oh, she's feeling it now. And that whole basket has really widened. You know, before it seemed so small. Good timeout here by Brad Langston from Riverside. And now you got the fans involved. And this is what McHale is all about.
Arizona with its largest lead of the game thanks to the 3 balls raining down here in Tucson. Giving the fans plenty to cheer about. Starting down low, Joan.
Well, Trammell did a great job, and then Sugapong here hitting that 3. You know, a lot of it is confidence and hearing it from your coach. You know, your defense overall for the Wildcats has been solid. We need you to score, and we need you to play with confidence, share the basketball, doing a whole lot better. Their field goal percentage, it's not great, but it's at 40%, which is a big improvement.
And the 3-point shooting here in this 3rd quarter, white hot. Arizona 4 of 5 from distance. And the McHale faithful reminding the Big 12 and the nation what this home crowd can do.
Oh, they can influence the game.
Oh, 100%. Last season, 11th in the nation in attendance for the 2nd season in a row. 2nd in the Big 12 as well, trailing only Iowa State. And out of the timeout, a nightmare for Coach Langston as they get ticketed for an offensive foul.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want to get a foul like that when you call timeout and call a play.
So the personal foul goes against Bria Shine. Another turnover for UCR. Just a nightmare in that department for the Highlanders tonight. Arizona with its largest lead of the game, 6. Sugapong flashing wide open all alone. Cornfield that drives and has the ball taken away. Highlanders trying to settle after the terrific three-point shooting display by the Cats.
The defense overall, like I said, is solid. Great.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, that was another area code out there by Polk. She knocked that down.
One of 3 sophomores on the roster. The heat check won't fall. Cornfield in the lane, that'll work.
Hey, being alert and being smart, she is great at the mid-range. Cornfield loves that short jumper.
41-36, advantage Arizona. Both offenses have come alive here in this third quarter. Trying to get the ball to Shine, a little too strong. It'll be Arizona basketball.
This player is just scrappy. You know, here she unfortunately got a turnover there. Good defense by the Highlanders, but then finds this rebound and just does that nice little short jumper.
17 turnovers for UCR tonight that Arizona has turned into 11 points. That's a huge theme, Joan.
It is, and usually your goal for every turnover, and I'm talking now defense, when you force a turnover, you want at least 1 point on that. Right now they have 11 out of those 17 turnovers. We'll see if they can get an improvement there.
Under 4 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Both teams looking for their first win on the young season. Cornfield bouncing inside. Trammell next.
Hey, for a freshman, her positioning is excellent. The pass inside is great, but I love the way she's using the backboard and finishing.
3.5 minutes to go here in the third. UCR looking for some offense. Shine has the ball poked away. Cornfield involved in the scrum again. This kid is nails.
She is a tough player, and she's not tall, but look at her heart and her toughness.
So Shine picking up another personal foul. She's got 4 and will have to take a seat. So the lead, 43-36, largest lead of the night for Arizona. Here in the third, Cornfield.
The Highlanders are staying with this zone defense, and right now, Arizona foul. Arizona's going to continue to pound it in, and Trammell is doing a fantastic job.
So Lucia Moreno-Tayan picking up the personal foul, the 6'2" forward freshman, originally from Spain. Trammell steps to the free throw line. I'd like to shout out her godmother, Amber Grace, who helps her make basketball decisions, and they always talk about hoop after she plays.
I like that.
A little short on that first free throw. I'm sure they'll have a conversation about that.
But I like the freshman. I mean, she's not backing down from anyone. She works hard, really gets a really good stance and body inside, but I like the fact that her teammates are looking for her.
And when I say Amber Grace knows what she's talking about, she played for the late, great Pat Summitt at Tennessee.
Well, there you go. I think the one
Denaya can't help it. It's in her genes.
It's a good thing.
Off the bounce, beautiful move by Kaylani Polk.
That was a nice move. And for Polk, that's her 5th point.
Sugapong almost lost the handle, gets it back. Plenty of time on the clock. 2.5 to go here in the third quarter of play. Cam Kitchen, too strong from 3. O-board. Doesn't result in points as Purdue is denied at the rim. Good recovery defense by UCR there. trying to cut into this 6-point Arizona lead.
This is a big possession, I believe, for Riverside.
Why?
They need to get the score down closer for them. They need to score here.
3 on the way, short. Holt couldn't connect there. Sugapong pushing it ahead. Kitchen bouncing beautifully to Purdue. And a whistle below.
I think there was a kick, and that's why they didn't allow that pass. He finished for a shot.
So MJ checks back in, as well as Francois. So Maria Jurado. For more on MJ, let's send it over to Mac.
Yes, Cindy, MJ stepped out over here. She got hit in the mouth, so she received some help from athletic training, just cleaning that up, making sure everything was good. She's obviously good to go now.
Thanks so much, Bart Jamieson, athletics trainer extraordinaire for Arizona, on top of it as usual. Ball just squirts out of bounds as Francois couldn't hang on to the rock.
Yeah, that was a big opportunity. That was a lost one there for the Wildcats. So what you do is you play great defense and go down the other way.
Minute and a half to go here in this third quarter. Arizona winning this quarter 21-13. Remember, they only scored 24 points total in the first half, so much improved offense here in quarter number 3.
Well, they needed it, and Purdue has done a great job. Trammell has done a fantastic job, too.
And that is a 5-second defensive call.
Excellent defense. Really
Francois getting it done.
Excellent defense right now by the Wildcats. And I believe, see if they're going back. Riverside is going back to a man-to-man defense. They were in a zone for most of this quarter.
So a different defensive look for the Highlanders. A minute to go here in the third. Purdue trying to turn a corner on Stanton, and does. Purdue's got 17.
Hey, she just read the defense there. That was all Purdue by herself.
Yeah,
he did.
Chicano calling for it, gives it up to Tyon. Whistle away from the basketball. Purdue is cooking.
Yeah, she had a step here on Stanton and just said, see ya, I'm going to the basket for the finish.
So Trammell checks back in as Francois takes a seat. Ball out of bounds on the side. 2-for-1 opportunity for UCR if they want to take it. 40 seconds on the game clock, 17 on the shot clock, and a whistle blows. And if that is on Cornfield, that could be problematic.
Yeah, I don't know who that's on.
It is on Cornfield. That is number 4. Remember, in women's college basketball, you only get 5 personal fouls, and quickly off the bench is Cam Kitchen checking in for Cornfield.
And we'll see how Becky Burke handles this and when she brings her back in the fourth quarter. And this is a big opportunity here for Cam Kitchen. I think she's a good player. She just needs to play with some confidence and know she can score.
That free throw attempt too strong by Stanton. That's about the only thing that hasn't worked for that young lady tonight. She and Chicano both with 11 points to lead UCR. And now Stanton has 12 to lead her team.
So they need someone else to handle the ball with Cornfield out of the game.
And that will fall to Samaya Sugapong.
So Becky Burke's calling a play from the bench.
Burke likes to script her first couple of plays for a ball game and then let the flow dictate what's next. Purdue, pull-up jumper, doesn't get the roll. Shot clock is off. UCR with a great opportunity here, 10 seconds. Stanton with the bigger defender on her. Almost loses the handle. Long three on the way, and it is too strong. That is how the third quarter will end. Was was Mickey Purdue leading the way with 8 of her game-high 17 points in that third. But none of that matters now. It's all about how you finish. Trammell up and in. She's got 13.
A great play coming out of that third quarter timeout. And we'll see how long Becky Burke can keep Cornfield on the bench, as long as Arizona does a good job of now allowing them to come back. Great rebound here.
Dushman denied once, but not twice.
Yeah, that was a great rebound and hustle. Second chance there for Dushman.
Shelly Dushman only with 4 points, the Highlanders' top scorer returning for this season. But if you're just joining us, we spoke about when the game first started how she was in a car accident. She was on a scooter, got hit by a car, and is still recovering from that, is not 100%. Actually saw her first action with her teammates in real game situations on Monday night in the loss. So she's still getting her sea legs.
Yeah, but they need her. And it says a lot about her toughness and wanting to compete for her team.
Terrific finish at the rim by Ackley.
That was a called play by Coach Langston, and Highlanders did an excellent job in that finish.
This lead is at 5 for Arizona as the Wildcats look to secure the first win of the season and the first regular season win career for Becky Burke here at Arizona.
That was a nice pass.
Drawing the foul. Nice pass by Cam Kitchen. Let's check in with Mac.
Well, guys, quarter break, talking with Arizona's coaching staff, they said what they saw good adjustments from their team were they were jumping to the basketball. That was a point in the first half that they adjusted to. And then also that they were limiting the offensive rebounds. And then lastly, those uncontested threes, they were really beneficial for them.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Mackenzie. Appreciate you. Francois stepping to the free throw line. Doesn't get the roll there. She shot 83% from the stripe last season at New Orleans. She'll get another. Too strong.
Yeah, you know, I would say it's the only time in a game no one's guarding you. They need to really knock those down.
They're free for a reason, Joan.
They are. There's a foul there on Francois. It's too close to. This is why you have that 5 out, and I talked about it earlier. You're bringing out post players guarding players on the perimeter. And most post players aren't used to doing that and having another post put it on the ground.
Here's the Arizona foul trouble. Lonnie Cornfield with a big 4. Jurado has 3. How long, if you are Becky Burke, do you let Cornfield stay on the bench?
Well, if Riverside gets any closer, she'll bring her back. I think it's 6. Otherwise, they're going to do it about 5 minutes.
Another UCR turnover, and then the Wildcats give it right back. And that's just new players playing together, right? Well, Kitchen and Trammell haven't been teammates together. They're still finding their rhythm.
But it's something else. A freshman post, give it to your guard. Okay, you know, you earn, you got, you know, and she probably can dribble pretty good, but you know what? Show me in practice you can do that and take it out, and you don't need a turnover at that part of the game.
Leah Stanton just took a seat for UCR. Their leading scorer with 12 points. Kitchen comes up with the steal. Turnovers just a bugaboo for the Highlanders tonight.
I'd like to see a play here to go back inside and get a nice shot at the rim.
Off the curl, Sugapong running into the double team and is whistled for steps.
Yeah, that was unfortunate travel there. They need to get, Arizona needs to get another stop here. They haven't scored here in a little bit.
2.5-minute scoring drought for Arizona. This is the first of 11 non-conference home games. Dushman can't get the 3 to fall. And on the rebound, a foul called against number 32, Lucia Moreno-Tayon. She is the tallest player on the roster for UCR at 6 feet 2 inches tall.
Yeah, she's a freshman from Spain. So we'll see if Arizona calls a play here. You know, I'd like to see Trammell back on the block.
She's on the wing right now. Sugapong dancing and earning a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, they're fortunate. Arizona's fortunate to get that call. It was a foul, but it felt like she was dribbling 1 against 3. Yeah, so she's going against a lot of players here and definitely got her on the arm or the head. And Arizona needs to knock down these free throws.
Sugapong, a 75% free thrower coming into this season. She is that transfer from UC San Diego. That's a nice looking shot, Joan.
She's a great player. I mean, high basketball IQ, played for one of the best coaches in the country. Now I've lost where she went to in high school.
Yep.
Very La Jolla Country Day.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, she played with some great players there. Great history. Won a state title. She's a smart player. And another turnover here.
Hackley just lost the handle. So the lead is 7, matching the largest of the day for Arizona with 6.5 to go here in the 4th quarter. Screen by Francois. Kitchen, step back. And hits.
A big bucket there for Kitchen. Get some confidence for her. And the lead's back up. Now it's 9 points.
The largest lead of the game, and Coach Langston wants to talk to his Highlanders. Becky Burke applauding the Wildcats' efforts. Cam Kitchen starting to cook her first basket in a Wildcats uniform. Nice. Yeah, the men coming off a big upset as well, and Fran Fraschilla says that Arizona men are his dark horse favorite to get to the Final Four.
Well, I like the freshman, Koa Pete, my goodness.
Yes. Koa, meaning strong warrior in Hawaiian. His mama gave him that name. Oh, nice kiss off the glass by Stanton. She's got 14.
And I think we're going to see Cornfield come in here shortly. But
Mary on the bench with those 4 personal fouls.
Arizona needs to get another basket here. Keep this lead.
Trammell has the ball taken away. Stanton, corner 3, too strong. And here comes MJ, looking to get it to another ball handler.
Now that was smart. She looked for her guard, so the posts need to get it to the guard.
Well, Sugapong is a smaller guard. MJ is a bigger guard, but I feel you. 5 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Becky Burke trying to secure win number 1 in her Arizona era. Inside to Francois, bouncing beautifully.
That was a great pass by Gerardo and a really pretty finish by Francois. The lead is back to 9.
At 9 points, matching the largest lead of the day until Polk says, I'm sorry, give me 3.
That was a really nice shot. Coming off a screen. Beautiful finish there by Kaylani Polk. Only a sophomore from Compton, California.
UCR will get back in the lab. They have quite a bit of time off before their next game on November 14th at home against St. Mary's. It'll give Duchemin a little time to heal, and hopefully by that time they'll have Wickstrom back as well. Offensive foul is the call against Cam Kitchen.
Just a little over 4 minutes left.
And here comes Lonnie Cornfield and Michaela Purdue. Mickey leading all scorers with 17 points. UCR needs Hannah Wickstrom in the lineup. One of the best 3-point shooters returning to the team this season. And she's been out. She also missed the opener against California Baptist University on Monday night. Shine's not going to miss from there.
Nice play, easy basket. Arizona needs to play smart here.
Cornfield barely getting it to Purdue, and Purdue is whistled for the offensive foul because she hooked her defender trying to create space.
And that was right in front of the official. And right now, the Highlanders are on a run here. They've made 5 of their last 7 shots.
And the lead that was once 9 is down to 4.
She did, and it wasn't a big hook, but she had her arm there.
Stanton bouncing it to Hackley, and that's an easy foul to call against Cam Kitchen.
Yeah, that's a freshman going for the steal. That puts Arizona at 4 fouls, 1 more, and it puts the Highlanders on the free throw line.
Sugapong will check back in for Arizona as Kitchen will take a seat. Ball out of bounds on the side for UCR. Stanton off the bounce, knows that Cornfield has those 4 fouls and didn't get the roll. Whistle underneath.
Missed this and went all the way around the rim.
It did everything but fall.
Fouls called on Arizona's number 3, Sumaya Sugapong.
So Sugapong picks up her 3rd personal foul as Hackley hit the deck hard. And as a result, Hackley will shoot some free throws.
Yeah, so from now on, any foul on Arizona gets to the free throw line for the Highlanders.
3 throws in a row, 3 each.
So Hackley with a great opportunity with no time coming off the clock to cut into this Arizona lead. The Wildcats led by as many as 9. And now that lead has been cut to a couple possessions. Hackley, one of the co-captains, takes a breath. You know, she's the highest volume three-point shooter, so I was pretty confident that the free throw was going to be a piece of cake for her.
And she got her, hit pretty hard and is now refocused. And we got a 2-point ball game.
UCR getting off the deck and now a full court press. Arizona worked on its press break yesterday in practice. Cornfield handles no problem. 3 minutes to go. Francois giving it to Sugapong. Reverse, short, Francois. And one opportunity.
What an effort there by Francois. What a rebound and putback. So here's the miss by Sugapong, and Francois just out-hustles and uses that glass. What a finish. Look at this. Timely basket, an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Francois. Now 0 for 3 at the free throw line tonight. Ball goes out of bounds and will go to UCR, but still a big bucket. The cushion is 4. 3 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Shine for 3. You betcha. She was working on those pregame.
She was a 6-1. That's the thing. I said when you go 5 out, you got people shooting and driving from different spots.
The lead that was once 9 just a couple of game minutes ago is down to 1 for Arizona. Francois gives it up to Cornfield. Cornfield trying to turn the corner on Stanton. Got her on the hip. Bouncing beautifully to Francois.
What a pass there by Cornfield and pretty finish by Francois. Excellent execution there by the Wildcats.
The lead is back to 3 for Arizona. 2 minutes to go. Stanton inside to Shine. Back out. Hackley hits the 3.
And we got a tie game. What a basket.
Seneca Hackley, when called upon, delivers. Couple of big free throws, a gigantic three-point basket. And we're tied at 58. Cornfield stops, pops, and hits.
That mid-range jumper, again, that was a Becky Burke call. It was called 4 up, and really smart there by Cornfield.
Cornfield into double figures with 10. Oh, this McHale crowd understands the assignment. They're on their feet. Shot clock getting low. Stanton rises and cannot hit. Arizona with the ball and the lead with 1 minute to go.
So Becky Burke doesn't want to call timeout. She's calling a play from the bench. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Francois giving it to Cornfield. Shot clock's getting low. Cornfield has the ball taken away and picks up her 5th personal foul, trying to get the basketball back from Holt.
The UCR, here's Bria Shine. Really nice shot. And this was excellent pass. Really pretty finish by Francois. And then look at this, knocking it down. Another open 3. And now have an opportunity here to tie the game again. Cornfield falls out, and Trammell comes back in the game, which I think they need her, and they need to go inside to her or Francois.
So about as big as Arizona's going to get with Trammell and Francois, it'll be Kaylani Polk at the free throw line for a couple of huge freebies.
So we'll see what happens here, and if Becky Burke calls a timeout. And that was easy right there.
Polk buries the first free throw. And rims out on the second. So the lead is 1 for Arizona.
And she doesn't call timeout. Becky Burke does not call timeout. She does. Wanted to bring it in the front court. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. 25 for the game.
All right, Joan, let's go in the huddle. First with the Highlanders. What is the conversation Brad Langston is having?
Well, he doesn't have any fouls to give. I think
officials get set, and it will be MJ inbounding for the Cats.
So it's first time for them in a really close situation. Here we go.
Using the backcourt effectively.
The called play.
Sugapong wants to get it to Trammell. Shine almost took it away. Jump ball is called, and the possession arrow is pointing at the Highlanders. It just doesn't get much better than that if you're Coach Langston.
Good defense there by Bria Shine, and, you know, 50-50 ball and smart. So, okay, so this is really important for Arizona. You know, they play solid defense.
What would be her first win at Arizona. 11.3 seconds on the clock. UCR inbounding. Goes up to Stanton. One of 7 players who have scored for UCR tonight. Stanton off the bounce, floater, short, and Sugapong comes up with the rebound and is immediately fouled.
Really smart play by Sugapong. Did not foul. She did excellent defense, forced a tough shot, and excellent rebound.
And check out how Sugapong punches the floor. I love this.
Well, she's a competitor. Really smart. Yeah, Sugapong, look at that.
Slapping the floor.
She's a smart kid. High basketball IQ.
And a great free throw shooter.
And I just remembered her high school coach, a good friend, Terry Bamford. very famous high school coach at La Jolla Country Day. I hope she's watching. Yes.
Singapore, a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line tonight, giving Arizona a 3-point lead. Lead is 3 for Arizona, 1.6 ticks on the clock. Kehlani Polk inbounding. Polk gets it to Chicano. That's partially blocked by Corral, and Arizona gets the victory. Final count.